Hey Planner fam, I'm back again with another video. So I did a thing and I'm not ashamed. But if you'd like to talk more seriously about things that the internet have made you do, then go on ahead and continue watching this video because we're going to talk about this. These are the items that I've purchased from Writech. So we're going to talk about these and we're going to talk about things that the internet makes us do. So if you'd like to hear more, keep on watching. So like I said, I did a thing. Maybe I got a little carried away. Maybe I didn't. You know, we all have to live with our choices. And these are the choices that I've made. So, but I'll say this. I'm not ashamed and I'm actually rather pleased. Let me explain. There is a bit of a buzz around this company these days on the internet. Now, these products rather, Writech. They make pens and markers and highlighters, and this journaling kit I've seen on so many people's like Instagram, YouTube, and I was curious about it, but I wasn't willing to like pay to see how it worked. It wasn't until I saw people like using the products that I said, I'm gonna plunge and I'm gonna get the journaling kit. I got one and then I ended up getting a couple more because I love them so much. And I didn't think that it would be a good value because these are like maybe like $18 per journaling kit, but it is a good value and I'll tell you why. Number one, I do love the products. And so what's funny is that even though there was a buzz about the journaling kits and I started to see people sort of reviewing them or writing with them, I have made purchases from Writech before. Maybe like last year, I bought a bunch of their highlighters and I bought some of their liquid roller pens, and I love these. I actually had two sets. I had a set like this, which is the 0.7 tip, and then I have another set that looks more ombre like this, and they all wrote black, but the ombre ones that I had before, they wrote black, but they were 0.5 and these were 0.7. I tend to like a bolder line, so these are my favorites, even though these are the colors they come in. It's like for the 0.7, you got like, there's two of each, but I took them out. You got two white, two of these like olivey green, two of these like dusty blue, and two black. I got these before and I liked them, but they weren't like, you know, super popular. I didn't see a lot of people posting about them. I just liked them. And at the same time, I bought like a couple of these sets of retractable highlighters because retractable highlighters, let's just face it, they're super convenient. So this was like a purchase that I made previously, like last year, but I hadn't seen these. I don't even know if these were in existence back then, but when I started to see people buy these, I knew that I had enjoyed the other products, but like I said, it was not, I didn't know if there was a good value for that $18. So I just kind of like waited. Once I saw people posting and writing with them, and I knew the quality of the things that I had purchased from this company previously, I said, okay, I'm going to take the plunge. So I got a few of these journaling sets. One thing I like is that it comes with this little case. Not that we don't all have cases like this, but it's really cute to have it all together in the packaging that, you know, that you could carry it around. You could throw it in your bag. And as you'll see with one of these other ones, sometimes these markers come off, the tops of the markers come off, and then that would have been a tragedy if it was just in your purse because it's marking up everything in your purse. I think we've all been there where you open your purse and then you come out and your finger is like green and you're like, what's going on in there? And then you find a green marker at the bottom of your purse and it's not a fun thing that happens. But anyway, that doesn't happen with this because it comes with a case. So when that marker top comes off, it's contained in the case and then you might have a little marking in there, but that's no big deal. Another reason I like these is because, as you can see, they come as a set with a color theme. So this is, I want to say, the red set. You got some red, some orange, some pink. I think this is like a mauve. And then you've got these 2.5 gel pens. And this is sort of like a, I don't know, like a burnt orange and a burgundy. So they all kind of go together. So when you're writing with them, you're not having to, decide which colors to use with which, because they're all kind of like in the same theme. I know when I'm doing like bullet journal spreads, or even just when I'm writing for like in my just like daily planner, I like to have it be cohesive. I don't want to just, have a rainbow spread every day. So it's really cool to have something like this where you don't even have to think about it. All the colors kind of go together. And then I'm really weird, so I like to keep all my stuff together. I don't even like mix and match like between the kits. I just like to keep the kits together, so I know like, oh, let me grab the red kit. That's been my experience. Then also, it comes with these fine liners. That's the other thing that I really like. It comes with 1.4 fine liner, which is probably arguably one of my favorites. I also like the 0.3 and the 0.5, but I like this liquid fine liner. It's called a liquid fine liner. I like it so much like that I actually bought a set of the fine liners by themselves, because it's just so fun to write with. And you can see like how much ink is left in there. I haven't run out of any yet, but it's waterproof pigment ink. And I love the way that it doesn't dry up at the tip. Well, so far, as some of the other fine liners that I use kind of dry up at the tip. But these are nice and like juicy. So I love these so much that I actually bought a set of the liquid fine liners. I was looking to see if other companies make anything similar, like a liquid fine liner, right? Because that's generally my issue with fine liners and with like felt tip markers, is that they dry out and it's hard to write with. But these haven't given me that problem yet. So they come in, if you get this set, there's like 9 pieces in here, and they span all the way from a 0.5, you got a 0.1, 0.2. The 0.3 is one of my favorites. It's obviously a little bit thinner than the 0.4. And we'll just, you know what, make this easier on us. We'll just test out a couple of them so you can see. It goes all the way up from 0.5 to 2. It says 20, but it's like a 2.0. So let's see what these are about. I'm not going to write with all of them because we have things to do today, right? But let's start with the 0.2. So you can see liquid. And they dry really quickly too. So that's another thing that I love, but even though they're juicy. Then this is the 0.3. This is probably one of my favorites. Liquid fine liner. The 0.4 is what the journaling kit comes with. The 0.4 is what the journaling kit comes with, liquid fine liner. And this is one of my favorites, which is why I'm glad one of these 0.4 versions comes in each of the journaling kits. The 0.5 is probably my next favorite, so I'll just go ahead and write with that one. I don't know if you can see the difference, but obviously as they go up, it's a thicker point. I'll switch all the way over to the 0.8 because sometimes I need a bolder line, and that's really as far as I've gone with these. As you can see, this one is a pretty bold line. But you've even got a brush pen in here, which I use those Tombow brush pens, and I even have some Pentel sign brush pens. This company makes a sign brush pen as well, and a couple of them come in each journaling kit. This is a brush tip. I don't know like what size. I don't even think it's kind of like a fine brush pen, but it's nice and dark. I love that. And then you have a 2.0, which it just says 20 on here, but it's really just like a chisel tip, almost like a calligraphy point there. So this is the I'll just write 2.0. That's really thick. I would say this is like a calligraphy, but I'll put fine liner since that's what. This is not a fine line, so I don't know why we're calling it a fine liner. It's like a broad liner, but it is part of the fine liner, set. So, but these are beautiful. I even like how simple the casing is. So these are definitely going to be a staple in my collection moving forward. Hopefully they keep making these, because sometimes companies like stop making things even though they're loved. I hope they don't do that here. Another thing I got was these, and I don't even think this is the complete set. I cannot remember if there's another color. Now these are similar to the ones I showed earlier. So these are the liquid roller pens. I believe they're called liquid roller pens. Well, these are called the liquid roller pens, and this is the 0.7. These are actually assorted in color, so whatever color you see here is really close to the color that it writes. I like these because they're cute. And also, even though 0.5 is not my absolute fave, I can dig it. So this is the green, and that's a rollerball pen. We'll go with one other color with this one. We'll just use this. This is like a beige or a taupe or something. We'll call it taupe. Hopefully I spell it right. Yeah, those are really cool. They're really nice to write with. They don't skip. I'll call this blush. It could be considered peach. I don't know. They don't skip. They write really nicely, smoothly. This is an Erin Condren notebook, so this is a really toothy paper, but they soak up on the page. I really love these. Like these, I would buy again, but probably just the black ones. These ones are assorted, like I said, but there used to be another set. I don't know if they still have it on their site, and you order these through Amazon. I don't know if they have a standalone Writech site. I believe they do when I looked for their company, because I wanted to know more about their company, but I don't really know how far I got looking that up, because I believe that you can buy these on Amazon, but I'm not sure that they have a standalone site. If they do, I'll link it below, but I got all of this stuff from Amazon. And I mean, gotta love Amazon. So I'll just show you this before we go. This is another journaling kit. Like I said, I got the red, and I was so in love with it the red blush set, that I went on ahead and got a couple more of my favorite colors. This is like a green blue set, and so you can see that they have 2 of the gel pens, and this is another 0.5. I haven't even used this one yet. Oh, okay, let's see. That's nice. Okay. That's a really nice color. And then this is more of like a sky blue. These write really nicely, even though one of the reasons I'm not a fan of 0.5 gel pens is because a lot of times I find them to be scratchy. These are not scratchy, so maybe I do like 0.5. Just to show you, these are 2 of this didn't come in the kit, but this is one that I had already had from a set that I had purchased a while back, the retractable highlighters. As you can see, like, it goes together with this color scheme, and so I really like that. You got a blue highlighter, you got a green highlighter, and then probably my favorite things in the kit. Oh, sorry, I must have taken this other one out, which is why there's too many jammed up in here. There's 2.4s in here, so this also comes with it. This 0.4 liquid fine liner comes with every journaling kit. I can dig that. I love that. You always need a black pen to go with whatever you're doing. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But one of my favorite things, aside from this fine liner coming with every kit, is these brush markers. These brush markers are pretty delish. These are like dual tip brush markers, and they come in 2 different sizes. So these are probably my favorite, and I'm a fan of those Tombos. And these kind of remind me of those, but they're kind of like got a matte finish on the body of the marker. But these are quite nice. The tip is pretty flexible. The other tip is a fine, like just a bullet tip. So it's not a brush marker on that side for these larger ones. This is a really pretty color. It's like a teal. But who doesn't love a good brush marker, right? These are some pretty good brush markers. In fact, I tried to see if they had just a set of these, but I didn't see that on their site. So I guess they only come with the journaling kits, which is yet another reason why I was like, let me just go ahead and see what this journaling kit is about. Now, these smaller ones, I think these are similar to what they have on the site, which is these signed brush pens, similar to the Tombow signed brush pens or the Pincel signed brush pens that we all know and love. These are a little bit more flexible though. The tip is more flexible. And as you'll see, and these are the ones, obviously, that I just used. I'll just write right beside these so you can see that they are kind of the same in thickness when you write with them, and they seem to be a little more flexible on the tip, even more so than the larger ones. And again, with these, you get a fine tip on the other side, but this one is like super fine. If you see, this one is more of like a bullet tip for the larger, and then it's more of like a super fine tip for the other side. But I love these colors. They're so refreshing. And I love that they come together. They all come together in one set. So I'm gonna put this back in here, and just for fun and games and giggles and all that good stuff, let's open one up together. I haven't even used this one yet, and I'm curious to see, first of all, I don't know if you can see that, but there's already like a marking on the inside of there. I'm hoping that that doesn't mean that one of these markers has the top off of it. I'm hoping that's just like something else. But we're gonna see as soon as I figure out where I put my box cutter. Well, you know what? We'll take this old school and we'll use some scissors since I can't get my stuff together here. So this is the way that it comes. This is why I left this unopened, because I wanted us to see, like, this is obviously what the kit is going to look like once we open it up. And I love this. Look at this. So each kit that has the color theme has the baggie, right? And it's a pretty nice bag. It's like a frosted thing, and then with the zipper, but it matches whatever the color is. I just like the detail and thought that was put into that. So this is the purple set. We'll open this together. This is what it'll look like, and then it'll have like what it is. So the journaling kit, purple and blue. So I like the packaging, although I don't really know why I get caught up with that kind of stuff, because once you open it, it doesn't really matter what the packaging was. It's good to have good packaging to, you know, sell things, right? Like, but when you're buying something online, like, you're just pretty much seeing the packaging when it comes to you. But also, I will say that packaging does matter when you're shipping things. So it does matter. Like, it's going to protect what you purchased. So this is a nice little set here. Let's see what these markings are about. So this is the purple journaling kit, purple and blue. I'm just going to take these out because, okay, so I don't know if you can see that. And it doesn't really bother me because I can always take a wipe. But there's like a little bit of ink in there. Like I said, it doesn't bother me, but I notice like sometimes people get really particular about that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to point that out. And that's nothing against them, because I'm sure they send out a lot of these, and these types of things happen. Like, you know, they happen inside of my purse too. So I'm grateful that they come with these. So this one has, oh, this is a really nice color scheme here. It's just very calming. The blues and purples, very nice. So you've got like a plum brush marker and sort of like a more vibrant one, and same with these. This is just a little more pastel, and this is like a little bit more, it's not cobalt, but it's a deeper blue. which is really nice. And then, of course, my favorite, these 0.4s, man. These are really good. I love these. All right, so let's try this out. They're just like the others, but I just want to see what the colors are, which is why I'm taking you through this whole process. So this is kind of like a dusty purple gel pen. These are really impressive. Okay, oh, Joe. Joe has one L, girl. Get it together. Anyway, so there's that. And then we have like a, it's not navy, but it's like a, maybe like a dusty blue. This is really nice. It's a really nice writing experience. Of course, we got our 0.4 liquid fine liner. This might become my go-to fine liner. And I normally use like a, what do I use? I use either a Tombow Mono 0.5 or, oh, you know what I really love? These are probably my favorite fine liners. This is not part of the kit, obviously. This is a Pentel point liner, 0.5. And I get these from Amazon too. So I'll just write this right here. Yeah, this is a pretty similar. This is a pretty similar, I mean, it's the same size, but as far as writing with it, it's a pretty similar experience. But these are like a staple in my world. Like I have to have these. I always get the 0.3s and the 0.5s. So that's what I typically use. And the reason I like them is because they don't dry out around the sides. It's not really super hard to use them in my bullet journal. So these are a nice addition, and I probably will use this more than a lot of the other fine liners I use. I'll say that. So then, okay, back to this journaling kit. I got all the way turned around. Okay, so then we have 2 highlighters. Cute. Very nice. So that's more of a pastel, and that's more of a dark. This is darker than I thought it would be. Like if you look at the body of it, but it's nice. It doesn't, like, you could still see if you wrote in black. Let me see if I just have a regular black pen over here. Yeah, you could still see it. It's not like super dark like some of the markers out there. Okay, now let's get into the good stuff. These are like really cool. I love these. This is like a, I don't know what to call it. We're just going to call it purple. That's nice. It's a very nice brush pen. So that's a fine bullet tip. And then you've got this sort of purpley blue. I'm going to call it blue because it's like purple and blue. All right, anyway. Bullet tip. Okay, that's really nice. I'm going to save the best for last. I think this is going to be my favorite. So you've got like a pastel purple. It's so funny because I feel like these are even more flexible than these larger ones. And you would think because the body of the pen is finer that the brush tip would be finer, like a sign pen. But that does not seem to be the case. And this is the extra fine tip. And with the color this sort of light, you can't really see it all that well. But, I mean, that's the point, is to have different colors. This is probably going to be my favorite. Huh. It's really nice. It's kind of similar to that Plu. Plu! Or Blurple. I should have said Blurple. We'll call this one Blurple. Well, no, it's really blue. So anyway, extra fine tip. That's a really nice color. I think this is probably going to be one of my favorite journaling sets. I'll probably pull this out before I pull out the other sets that I have because I like the colors. And like I said, I'll probably just take a, I mean, I really don't care. I probably won't. But you could probably take like a Clorox wipe or something and wipe that out. But this is a really, you know what? I like this company. Everything that I've gotten from them has worked well. It's been a pleasurable experience. They have other colors. There's a neutral set, which do I have that set? I don't know. There's a neutral set. I feel like maybe I just have the the highlighters that I got last year, and there might be like a brown or a taupe highlighter in there, and I've been using that. But so far, so good. These sets are worth the 18 or whatever bucks they cost. I'm a fan. So if you were on the fence about getting one of these, I'll tell you as a pexpert, as a pen expert, they're quite enjoyable, and I really tend to go towards sort of like the Tombos and the, you know, and the Pentels and the things like that. But this is a quality, this is a quality brand as well. So if you were on the fence about buying one of these, and again, this is not sponsored, I'm just sharing my wonderful life. If you were on the fence about buying one of these, wondering whether it's quality or not, I mean, I would go for it because it's pretty cool, and it comes with a case, and you can throw your own stuff in there. But everything that I've gotten from them has actually been quite nice. I can say that. I don't really know much about the company. I'm going to probably go and look. But honestly, like, I'm sold. Everything that I've gotten so far has been nice. So if you're on the fence, go for it. All right. Thanks again for watching. And if you like these sorts of videos, you should let me know in the comments. Sometimes I feel crazy just sharing like all my favorites and, personal preferences. Like, sometimes I think to myself, like, who cares? But I can't stop talking about it, and that's why I do it. If you do like these videos, please let me know so that I don't discontinue them. But in the meantime, I'm having a lot of fun. So if you were thinking about buying these, or if you have some, or if you have different products from Writech, let me know in the comments, because I'm curious as to a couple of other things that I've seen on the site. I'm kind of on the fence about ordering more, because I've gotten so many things, like I need to use this stuff first. But let me know if you've purchased in this company, if you like them. Let me know what your experience has been and what your favorite products are. Yeah, let's get a conversation going. And if you did like this video, then don't forget to click the like button, and you may as well stick around and subscribe. I've got fun stuff like this coming all the time, So, all right, thanks for joining me today, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, Planner fam.